Obuza for some nyina kwa baba UTV anwumre kasebo sabre eyebra kasebo na chire yetena se atwetwe enkomo efa oman ensema ekoso eni kwan a ebehwe na yebobu nsemo serve oman ebetumpon nene yehwe kuayo ho ensem na yahwe se budget baayi emabunu no kuanso ya na adwuma ho budget no sen na ekafa ho na animdifo bi nso akasa afa budget no ho kwan a minister budget no kuaye ho ensem Ghana peasant farmers aka say budget no sika abani twa ko ho 1.6% no omugiri se esua ka osenka opagye mu kakra sanso ene bi kire se ekade pa ehia Ghana kuafo no aban entwa nani enko hoye eno eye professor Bakon University of Ghana Professor Peter Korte na nensam no okiremu a emia bibiri ewo ho a wosa aban no ehwe na ode enioma ko se ne be ya oman ekuya ho nsem no ebetumi atumpon nanso no dodo na no entumi enko sanso na peasant farmers no so aka bisa se ye ba no irrigation no ne warehouse no ne ade a ene akwan a omonam so edidi omunwuma na omokire se ewo fom we ene de ka ho bi na ba betena se anwumre na ya twetwe nkomo na nempanifo na ba betwetwe nkomo yi eye Nana Ofori Owusu, National Chairman, Emma Progressive People's Party, PPP, and Afi Citizen Atodazi, and also a General Secretary, Edema, GCPP, Domestication. And Penifo me ni me no more about the Trinko for Makwaba. And they say she had. I'm say citizen now. We didn't hear me the mum. And no one wants to feed domestication party. Nana, my mini can also na menhwe sima edu edikan me de emaw kuaye ewo man ganem yempuntuo yekuafo emabunu ene kwan a oman aban fansa aban atisui ehu kuaye ewo man
Miyam da wase bebre na mpede michia wa hwefo
Omojoso
na michia enchia kese medema openfo papa kwesindu ene me ma breaking news
okay
we just show ya na me ma breaking news
na metie producers so hwe
on na enyina ayete there Nkofobis what the lawsuit to be against Dr. Ndum US na de my Bank of Ghana governor nyina baby na no in the issue we have the court competent jurisdiction in the United States what dismiss the case na
the transfer US and Ghana
the transfer US
okay
e carry them case na what do US na what the bed they were shoot Dr. Ndum the US na group Ndum na why for 63 million or the court amanena the court in the US who there that suit no
okay.
Or ye bogus and frivolous
and we break my to aso
my break amount to say the team kwakese dem Dr. Ndum na nebusuafo ya for me fi on ma budget we have when you be our friend Dutch disease.
There be just out them.
Dutch disease was when say a mine who oil another who cash cow beer. Not the whole nation focuses on that as revenue to save the nation. Who will free the other essentials of the economy. My can was say a careful wejuma. Ghana or your primary and agrarian economy. Ya do ye food na fisheries na also support to Ghana. That is our economy.
See our planting for food, rearing for food.
Oh yeah, but they economize because I mean now we evidence of these investments.
I didn't.
You how our omen Jack we have omen how near you. After spending 44 billion, no, Ghanaians are asking there about Yenya. Since this particular economy, in terms of for pharmacy, we have for BB Papa Bianyo.
I didn't.
Because the focus of the finance minister in the budget now or delivery was not agric, even though we are primary agrarian economy. The focus, what can be on by digitization, but the agric sector, the value chain approach for the agriculture, we have seeds are wood, fertilizer support. We can't even sustain the fertilizer support for farmers. Even the support going to the farmers was delayed. Even for the first rainy season in the northern part of the country, they had problems in the delay of the supply of fertilizer to the farmers. And they are citing that there are bottlenecks in terms of private sector for what supply of fertilizer won't work out. The private sector person in the value chain of agriculture supplying fertilizer to 2020, 2019 have not been paid.
As a fertilizer issue, say a fertilizer issue in Kwandia, yenye bi wa 1, 2. Because of yenye fertilizer wa blending ye wa manufacturing yenye bi wa and the way a COVID dey buy external shocks na the ntina na omo chese dey sa buy.
But we have them no okay. What's say? The suppliers of fertilizer have not been paid.
Yes,
the economy, the physical space was strangling. There is no money. And so one kind of crying saying the
fertilizer penny problem.
Is it?
Fertilizer penny problem of agriculture.
No, American the value chain.
Okay.
Agriculture is a value chain.
Okay, me too.
And I'm showing you some of the bottlenecks as to why that this budget has not paid attention to the farmer. And I'm saying that with the inputs that is needed for the farmer to be able to deliver on their goods, we as a nation, as government, in terms of the system and structures that you set up, you are failing the farmer. And I say, it's a pedal farmer, you push the farmer. You must show it in the budget and show the money where you are going to support the people. And agriculture, on your standalone activity, in order to be able to do agriculture, let's say, idua anka, or they add the value to anka, na orange juice.
Orange juice here,
so process whatever you grow, or they extend the shelf life of the produce. It is a pineapple, or they to make into pineapple production in terms of canning it, exporting it, adding real value. The problem with our economy here, or your Guggenberg economy, Guggenberg economy, to serve the white man. We are still serving the outer world. And so that is why you add the value to your produce.
The budget minister and Konya then 1.6 now. Peasant farmers no esu say esu adodo no. To you,
if you are minister, it should have been a minimum of between 12 to 15%. Because the agriculture sector is the backbone of this economy. The agriculture sector is the backbone. About 40 to 70% of our people are involved in the agriculture value chain. And to say, if you have 40 to 70% of your people working in the value chain of agriculture, shouldn't that be your priority? When 70% of your people are involved in the agriculture value chain.
And if sir flash programs over there, Banasa opposition party member, Mutin Chenya, planting for food, rearing for food, any sir programs over there about cocoa rehabilitation as opposition party. Mutin Chenya, Muhuni saying.
We have a baby a one wo, or a baby a usikawo. Nye baby a one or your baby a edi usika edakoshe. The people are talking about bad roads because farmer it's not just farming.
Okay.
So Odia Aja or the other market.
Okay.
The roads from the hinterlands to the market are horrible.
Okay.
Or the man Esbano or bruise. So Esbano bruiser, the value to sell it in the market no okofum.
Okay.
Into the roads are a big problem. Farmer now or share sebe or bush. He needs light, kanya, to be able to work. Or he has good hospitals to be in good health.
2,401 areas light beko in the coming year. This year so much as my
that's what I'm saying. There's a agriculture near center. You put the agriculture there, then the other services, okay. Around to support the agricultural push and the activities of the farmer. The farmer, here a good place to sleep, here great health care. You have to look at all of that as the composite. It is read some of the documents here, Aludwa. The people are not just talking about farming. They are talking about a massive support in the agriculture value chain to be able to support the people. So if 70% of your people are involved in the agriculture and you are allocating 1% of your total budget allocation to agriculture sector, does it seem like this is a government that is serious about supporting agriculture and pushing it forward and letting it become the flagship? Says here what we are doing is a slow budget.
I didn't.
Because everything is revolving around the communication. Yet when the solve all of our problems, the panacea to solving our problems, and yet possible because the issue, the expenditure that the government has spent in the last 5 years, if we were to see the value of that expenditure and if we were just expending that, people are not feeling the impact of the expenditure. And to say, you want to go and tax people on something that has not materialized. Look, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, the Messiah, economic Messiah, in an interview in one of your sister stations, made it categorically clear that the majority of our people are poor. And because majority of our people are poor, if you tax this tax that they are bringing about now, obey effect on the people. So now the farmer who is in the village that you are asking to use mobile money to be able to pay for his goods and services. If the taxes already, there is taxes on water already. Now it's on phone, on your part of digitization. And the farmer now I could carry now also says bush, or pede okotia. Now asa taxing on paying the taxes of government. This you have affected the life of the farmer with the budget. This budget, in terms of, it's a killer budget for the farmers. It has nothing good for the farmers. 70% of your people involved in the agriculture value chain, and you have allocated a percentage that is not even 2% to the agriculture sector. Does it make any sense?
Medase citizen man now so na yenhwe GCPP Secretary General ora citizen ato daddy yenhwe budget peasant farmers no asori pa say planting for food wo ho abana is also subsidize fertilizer seeds ni ade and so my reason no we say emwa say ye add value to and no one kan mechanization no kan irrigation omo kan ye root omo kan ho ensem akoye se ye ya agric hand to ma fana
munenim eze mazuma minchi a wahwefo na menka de obi onyim GCPP bia anyim de one of our major areas is agriculture.
Okay.
Na demba munua na nadin keke no the Ghana ha, the bedrock of the Ghanaian economy is agric.
Okay.
Na say ye nwa fi ho a na ya nye the proper investment or the na who have issues. In there onya Ghana nkote in terms of Africa, most of the countries in Africa, their focus has been on agriculture, and there was a Maputo Declaration in 2003, and then there was another one in 2010. All the economies should at least invest nothing less than 10% of their GDP in agric. Unfortunately, Ghana is hovering around 1.8% of our GDP to agric.
1.86.
1.86% of our GDP to agric. And that is woeful. Is it government flagship programs? For me, it is always good to have certain flagship programs focused on agriculture. I would recommend it. That is a good initiative that they've started.
Okay.
But what has been the investment into these flagship programs?
Areas when I also invest.
Planting for food and jobs, for instance. We've talked about the different yields our government or introduced to boost the growing of several crops and all those things.
Okay.
But maybe somewhere in there, yeah, can be an also ezibenebu. Munianim ezibenobi wa himfa. COVID watch say yeme bebre.
Ebu obe bi nipa no koto no.
Nti awu ete ana hu. Oya semu. You see, the issues is that
issue.
You know, that's what you would say. But you see, we shouldn't do certain politics with some of these things. We should face the realities. At our side, we need to be practical about some of these.
Because price vary Ghana. Continue make us and baby, Abenya Bayre Bosi no. In other region no, okwa unya sa price no. Continue make us ebu baby ni panokoto.
That's right.
Yeah.
But Zaire focus in the COVID bay. Watch and baby there. If we don't focus on looking in country,
okay.
Can you imagine as a Ghana? You prepare well na the food basket of Africa or even the world. Most of the global economies are looking for organic food. Sabi, what import from other countries.
Okay.
Ghana can able to be position young world because we have the lands, we have the soil, we are better placed, are able to serve the rest of Africa and the world. However, we are paying lip service. Yet Hana what be catch and there. See, even fertilizers na is in my farmers no. Was a food pond quad to walk on away and a tata. What do you call Burkina Faso? Any man anti the massimi. And the
Matimia Makoham leader Aquacoto say, yeah, Ghana for the Buani boy bro. Recently, me quite interview be who's a more great program be a mayor and many group at focus. Excuse me, be so on my and tangible. Omode kwa omo ibia okoyi watamale ti so yi watamale wie na de besi akire no de ono no okoto onim nti ebia eno no jama security service ne nkeka ho.
No, but it tells you our implementation efforts and how our enforcement on certain things, because in the end we want to succeed in the effort we are making, and we are pumping money. Any just kind of
maybe in that area and commanding your days.
Enforcement is very key. There, yes, should be moon because Ghana ye problem in there or a leakage. Sometimes news about certain roads. We need good roads. We need this. We need that. We need that. Or it's kind of was here. But be someone there, even the revenue that we generate, are we using it well and efficiently for the purpose? It's because of those leakages into. You know, Mama says, "I say, what kind of what the tax crowd or you go before you want to won't you?" Because if say Sikana ye generating, ye say ye do the yampa, and people will be willing to support it. But people are seeing a lot of leakages because of failure to enforce. Amamafuni ye were part to play. But as GC people, we continue to say the Ghana we should look at organic farming.
Okay, Sadia, I'm for question and twice on him say Sabri. Budget aba 1.86 peasant farmers say kasa other researchers say kasa say ye ntwa ye ni enhwe ya greek sense what materials na ho na dodo na free ba nti ya add value ya so ba ye kokoko ekura no ntumi che da add value papa say GCPP na wa ban mu a ma me sha asem fi wo enka den number
it's a multifaceted approach anka ye be in the first place in the area of cocoa. Yeah, ye cocoon up to now say it will be fair brochi uba Ghana had a CCR there is an echo a tourist cocoa farm just for as a tourist. Uncle show cocoa farms you find it difficult to know where you should take the person to. Yes, because it didn't know Iba cocoa farm no Ghana as part of our tourist attractions. There is a cocoa plantation. It was Sao Tome higher was a cocoa plantation. Iko Uganda, there's a whole presidential cocoa plantation. I was Ghana Obiba do cocoa plantation achi the cost says obi ni cocoa farmers na is na that is an area of focus
because meaning say you will fum so me ba you will fum so you will tafo you will go so the cocoa research centers are ukwa omumfo ni bi ni adomo ntinka bona maba
no but that you are talking about research centers but I'm talking about using tourism and connecting with people. I just said it. There in terms of tourism, having plantations in relation to tourism, so you are killing two things with one bird. The other thing is that our school farms and can hear one you build the interest of young people in agriculture. Because we had a youth in agric program. The youth agric program, we should connect it with our schools. Because see, our school farms in Ina and we are clearing it for building. We should leave school farms for the children to practice using those farms.
Into school farms bet me feed the industries a person add value.
Not necessarily. It's a multifaceted approach. And I'm talking about school farms in terms of generating the interest of our young people into farming.
Okay.
Aside that, in school farms, you may feed the schools. Since I acquire school feeding program, the schools, most of them could be doing that. One thing I'm happy with the prisons in there, the prisons are doing it. National Service started such programs and our farms and most of the produce since I need it is something that we should revamp because already it generates the interest for agric. The other thing that is good about this government is doing the one district one factory. I will connect most of them to our local produce. But besides there, how are we really connecting it? In an answer, now equi juice. Now they are getting shortage of supply in terms of pineapple. It's in equi juice on your system.
But so maba.
But because of what? We should have a sustainable approach. Even about Commander Sugar factory.
Approach no my because Nancy Makoho. Oma duabe 5,000 acres. ADB nebo omo. Now much raw material because from the peasant farmers, no, o share the omo here per a day. Omo dey processing and then so. Nti oma dua eno ye in-grower system ansana omo dey grower system na because nti no ba. There's an approach omo dey abandon.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It should be sustainable.
Okay.
And I'm talking about just pineapple.
Okay.
Yaka only equi juice. But there are several crops. There is something that this government is also introducing. And me feel the boy empire, and I hope that it becomes fruitful. An authority to handle cashew. The tree I've forgotten the Ghana Tree Crops Development Authority.
Former MP for Dan CEO Dan Osisia.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's something very important because cashew farmers, what problems? One of the major problems they have in the what price, it's not fixed.
And it's not far.
They be no or shoot or Inti omana what your investment into it. These are areas where the YouTube you maintain a focus on so that ubutu washimukina my cashew we can also get money from it because other countries are making huge sums of money from all these areas. I am able to take advantage.
Nana Bremina GCPP Canada. Say people if you wanna more ban more, you're Greek.
Whenever it's so easy.
And come over here then.
Oh, it's so easy.
Meet you.
Use state purchasing power to support the agri sector and create ready-made markets. When I say that in there should be a deliberate policy. For example, school feeding, that no foreign product imported item will be used to feed our children. Although it's deliberate. Once that is deliberate, and the tomato grower, there or ready market for any produce.
I say buffer stock for the third animal is crucial.
Yeah, but buffer stocks, say it's not just local in the water. So make the policy, make the protectionist policy for the Ghanaian farmer. There, we will buy all that you produce.
Okay.
When you create an already made marketer, Nipakuna or 1 acre, they will want to invest to make it 2, 3, 4 acres because we already market for their produce. Okay. Until you use the state's purchasing power to create a market for the Ghanaian farmer, then you must give the a facility in terms of loans, low interest loans.
But if I loan you a demon power, maybe you careful.
Do you know why? You were land tenure issues. Because the agri can just stand alone. Oh no, or they making it easier for a farmer to be able to register the land at the shortest possible time.
But as
need documentation. And I make sure that the land tenure system. So make a land tenure system, or all that has to do with land acquisition and making sure that the person can use it. Because assassin is to use assassin to your advantage to gain finances to do your work. Then where are you? So it is behooves on government. What's it between life and death? Or aban or register aban na sabi or register or nyame frewa. In between there, no aban what the power to be able to put a deliberate policy or bringing the economy home. You have to be able to make sure that it be cater na create that environment. I will be able to have access to credit. I will be able to have the good access to the market. I will have an open, already established market for me to sell my goods. I will not be competing with other people. So when you say, for example, this protectionist taxes number in putting tax on imported items, you must also put money into the system for the local farmer to be able to expand to meet the needs of Ghanaians. Should the importation of rice Sika they import more yedeba. Next say stop with the importation of more. And you Sika na dey share equiafo inside there.
Government was subsidizing seeds and fertilizer and tea. And only enough.
Oh, irrigation systems. Is that the only thing? You need an irrigation system for Equianino. You need to be able to invest in machines to be able to do the work, because this same manual stuff must be a thing of the past. Government must be able to clear lands, vast lands, for Equiafo to be able to do their work. Or there Equiafo basic numeracy, literacy, to be able to do basic recording and understand the business of farming. My ejuma Savulugu Nanton, West Mamprosi, Karega, Tolon Kumbungu. I have worked with Equiafo all over. And let me tell you what.
My question is, Rara.
Yes.
Na mona mo manage Rara mills.
Go to Rara today. Go to Rara. We are milling rice. Ejuma rice. We are milling rice. We invested in the Ghanaian economy to make sure that Ghanaians we can do it for self. The black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Starts from how you invest and how you make sure. So we lead by example. We brought machinery to Rara. We are working with the satellite farmers to be able to buy their paddies and mill it and put it on the market. We are doing everything. The private citizen is doing everything from A to Z with no support from government.
We break it and we start it because we check there's a minimum workers need to do baby now.
And I make a choice there. The nature of business is not a joke. The nature of business is not the nature of being a farmer in this country is the most tedious because there's no support from anywhere. Look at Rara and look at bringing the rice from Rara to the market. The road leading to Rara, have you seen it? Have you seen the road leading to Rara? How many people want to go and invest there to be able to do the work? But private citizens have gone there to do the investment, and government is doing squat about it. No support from anywhere. That is why I get sick to my stomach when I hear that you are saying there you are putting taxes on goods for services or coming into the country, but you're not putting money in the pocket of the farmer to be able to increase his output. And it is not just about seeds. You see, they always try to belittle farmers. Yama on seed, yama on fertilizer, unya ko baby neko yewazi. Hey, is that all that it takes to farm? Is that all it takes? The value chain approach to agriculture, you don't want to deal with those issues. But you just want to tell the farmer, mama will seed, mama will fertilizer. It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
The support, that's why we are saying that this 1.8 says that they are put to agriculture. When 70% of your people are engaged in the value chain of agriculture, it's sickening. It shows that they don't care for the farmer.
Me that's it.
And that's why we are suffering as a nation. We can't feed ourselves. Any nation who cannot feed itself is not worth anything to talk about.
Me that's it.
No, I want to just say that, you know, there are several sectors of our economy. Sometimes it be a priority, will be a priority. But one may care that if we invest in agriculture and invest right, we will gain the revenue now, shortfalls to grow the economy. So we should do the right investment in agric.
And we will get the revenue to grow the economy. For no 70 cents budget in buy peasant farmers Ghana or here for now. Bodja crack for no do so chen commercial farmers. One say and maybe also for the can was to say more mu papa eno na ne etwe ho nkobo kakra na de ye kono GCPP na afi PPPP omo na eno mo twetwe nkobo PPP no ye owura nana ofori owusu no ye national chairman na afi GCPP no so ye citizen ato dadzi general secretary ema GCPP mpanifo na nwumre me no mo etwetwe nkobo aseda nkobo menu aba obi ya ono kam ho ye de kasebo no ba de kriru nyina ase adom bidum ye kina na ya sorry despite media there will be ano ye de peprem nyame nkamo ya kram